It's 92.9 The Beat, Hawaii's number one for hip-hop. My name is Romeo Valentine, and alongside me is K-Sizzle, KC from the Afternoon Drive, and we have a special guest in the building right here in the iHeartRadio Music Hall, Guap!
What's up, baby?
The thousands of people in here are cheering, going crazy right now.
Yes. Man, it just feels so good to be in front of all these people. Oh my God.
Yeah, you know,
COVID is really over. Look at this. Look at this room.
Nobody's social distancing. Nobody's having to test to get in here. It's just we're back to normal.
Right. I shook 60 hands before I touched the stage.
Yeah. And that was.
Do you feel like things are back to normal now? Does it feel like it? I mean, you're traveling a lot.
No, not really. I think COVID has left like a permanent scar on society in general. I think we back open now, but it's always that looming hand sanitizer machine in the corner just to remind you, it's always that little thing.
Yeah. Right. And the 30 people still going to the stores with the masks and all that, it's a reminder, right, I guess. But, okay, man, welcome back to Hawaii, bro. We appreciate you because you shot a music video out here, and, we want to recognize that. How was that, man? You came to Hawaii. Was that your first time?
Yeah, that was my first time when we shot Chicken Adobo out here. I had never been to Hawaii before, so I was super excited, and we got to do some stuff, but not as much as this Hawaii trip has been, because I was mostly working. That time, but it was beautiful though. It was beautiful, and we had good food.
Chicken adobo. I mean, that's great food, man.
You gotta eat good. You gotta eat good at the song called Chicken Adobo.
As a president of the Filipino community, he's speaking my language. Okay.
Yeah, and speaking of Filipino, what's actually pretty dope is that you're part black, part Filipino, which is. Sir. Which is I want to say a rare breed. I got black and Filipino me, just like you. I think your mom's side is Filipino.
Yep.
Yeah, my mom's side. My dad's black. He used to be a big old bodybuilder.
My nieces and nephew too. They're half Filipino, half black. Both my sisters.
Come on, we adding the numbers up. Yeah, we finna have a little militia in a minute. Let's go.
But you get the best of both worlds as far as food is concerned, man. It's amazing, isn't it?
Oh man, I tear a plate up, bro.
I was just watching Stoop Kid last night on
What
Amazon
you think?
Prime. And this is a documentary, obviously.
How vulnerable was he?
How close was this to your life? Is this really how you lived?
Yeah, no, it was 99.8% accurate.
Okay.
Holy smokes!
Yeah,
you were a hustler, man.
Man, thank you.
You had to survive.
Yeah.
That's what it is. I mean, I never grew up in Oakland, so I mean, I would have never know what it's like.
Man,
but
you learn certain survival tactics trying to escape.
I did have a friend who, and I don't know if he wants me to tell anybody, but he was staying in Oakland for a little while, like a few years ago, and he was staying at his brother's dispensary, and it got... he sent me the surveillance cameras. There's like 10, 15 dudes coming in there with guns, all that. Just ripped everything. I was like, damn.
What dispensary was his brother's?
He was in a warehouse. Oh, okay. It was like in a warehouse, and he was sleeping in there because he didn't have a place to stay. And he literally just left Hawaii, went over there. He left his business out here and went to Oakland to try and start fresh. And because his brother had that thing going, and that's So you might know. But I mean, it was as real as it gets. I mean, and then you also, what a lot of Filipinos love to do. Well, I would say love to do it, but chicken fighting.
Yeah.
I seen that you mentioned about somebody else for chicken fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My uncle used to be into it back in the day as a kid.
Yeah.
I, as Guap, the brand now, do not condone animal violence or violence against animals. But I've been in that shit though. Yeah.
But in certain societies, it's still accepted, and
it's a whole thing over there.
Really.
Here in America, though.
Yeah.
We're not fucking with that.
Well, what drove you to make the documentary? What got you to really say, okay, I got to make this?
Well, when we started painting this narrative around the album 1176 that I made about the house that I grew up in with my Lola in Oakland and losing it, once that became like the push that we was going for, the opportunity presented itself for me to tell a little bit more because the story goes so in depth, and it was captivating on the phone to people who wanted to spend that money to help me fund that.
Right.
So it kind of just was a chain of smaller events that and conversations that led up to us fully producing that.
And you were pretty open about things that you've done.
Yeah, no, I poured myself out on the phone in the middle of quarantine.
What
to strangers for a while.
What has been the reaction? Stoop Kid, by the way, on Amazon Prime, which is really amazing. If you haven't seen it,
stream it now.
Streaming now.
Streaming now with the shiny smile.
It's been a great reaction. Honestly, people have been more so surprised and impressed.
From both Filipino side and
yeah.
Okay.
It's just been universal. Like, I feel like every person, it ain't really hit like no mean Filipino people yet. So I ain't really got the real Filipino auntie opinion. But everybody who has watched it on both sides love my perspective. And it's such a personal perspective. You can't hate it because that means you hate me. So you got to just look at my truth and deal with it because you know.
Yeah, everybody, that's the thing. We all grew up thinking that things are normal where we're at. And that's what it is. I think people judge us based off of what we believed was normal growing up because of where we grew up.
Yeah, facts.
And I think that's what, people are going to bash anybody for anything that they've done in their past, but they didn't know. At the end of the day, like growing up, I thought chicken fighting was normal.
Yeah.
That's the culture out here or something. Yeah, but I mean, obviously, in different times where, like you said, we don't condone it and all that kind of thing. So, we grow up and things like that. So how was it? Where did music come into play? How did you get into music? Where did that?
I was throwing parties back in the Bay. And,
the Project X parties you were talking about?
Parties, and we just kind of looked like musicians. We, of course, would rap amongst each other, freestyle as you walk home, things like that. But it just kind of got put on us like, y'all look like rappers. So I'm like, man, we rappers. We rappers, baby. Come on. What we doing?
How did you get so good then? I mean,
I was always good though. I came in tight. Even when we just started, I was like the one that was better from when we was beginners. It just
had it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So yeah, it just kind of ended up that way.
And you're good at storytelling too.
Mm-hmm.
I think a great songwriters tell stories. And
you gotta be able to have a good imagination, and boy, do I got one.
Right. Directing a part of the future, directing movies, producing movies. Is that something that you're looking at?
I'm definitely interested in. I wouldn't see myself pursuing it no time in the near future, but maybe I'll start with a show before I go to movies. But it's definitely something that I want to learn about and do. I would love to have my own movie. What?
Yeah, that's
what.
Yeah. I think that Amazon Prime thing is dope. When I was watching, like, man, he got his own thing on Amazon Prime. What?
I got my own film.
Right.
So I'm a short filmmaker in that sense. But I when somebody say movie, I think feature film.
Yeah.
Big screen.
Yeah.
Got to walk the red carpet.
Exactly. And I did all of those on a similar lane for this one. I'm still bigging myself up. Please go stream Stoop Kid on Amazon Prime. I was just trying to dream big. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to make it seem like I was shitting on what I just did because that's
no.
I still can't believe it.
It was what was dope about it is I was watching it and I was like, man, this is like a hip hop musical in a sense where it was like telling the story and then it would jump into the songs and in the song you gotta listen to every lyric. I had to turn the captions on, making sure I catch everything.
Yep.
I was like, oh shit. My wife was in the room like, what are you watching?
Yeah. Did you hire the Filipino nun in the short film?
Yes.
Are those your relatives? Or those
no,
those
are
actors?
all actors.
Okay.
Yeah, those are all actors.
Okay.
I gathered a lot of pictures and I gave everything that they needed for wardrobe to put them in the right things that, like my grandma actually wore. Yeah.
There were some things that those Filipino relatives that depicted in the film that I didn't quite like, man. There were a little bit of shadiness going on,
Yeah. Yeah.
But You lived through it. That was your experience, and it's the truth, man.
Yeah.
That's why it was so fascinating to watch it to the end.
Yeah. I wanted to just be brutally honest in that way, and honestly, when it came to the Filipinos watching it, I was scared because I didn't want them to think I was trying to attack that side of me. But I obviously have been doing all this pressing, expressing like, yo, I'm Filipino, trying to put on. So I just hope that they felt my positive intent just behind sharing the negative aspect for that moment in my perspective before I moved on to the love for my Lola and the family that we show later.
Right.
So I'm happy that it was received in the artistic way that I needed it to be instead of PC blunt cancel culture type shit,
Yeah.
So I'm happy.
Well, congratulations, bro. You did a great job on that, man. And have you got into investing yet? Have you invested in any? Have you made any investments?
Slightly. I started a separate portfolio with my business manager like a year ago, and then hella shit happened in tour, and then I kind of left it alone. And I was in NFTs for a while, and I did flip, and all my shit made money. I never really took an L. But I never really was in it all the way.
Yeah.
Because I was waiting for it to do what it do now. Now, I be looking at NFTs because don't nobody like them no more.
Yeah.
They back not cool.
Yeah.
So that's what I like.
It had a hype. Huh?
Yeah, I couldn't wait for niggas to get away from that because I'm back on it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's as far as it goes. Really, I'm trying to invest in myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to learn the different ways instead of needing some type of financial escape for stability, like try to establish that same stability within me and my brand before I look to buying a piece of McDonald's.
Yeah. You have a lot of merch.
Yeah, and speaking of merch, man, how mad were you when Guap went and sent a cease and desist? What's wrong with them?
Now
Kanye's mad at Guap.
Actually came out.
A lot of people
pissed
mad
you
at
off?
Guap. A lot of people mad at Guap right now. It is what it is, man. That whole situation is kind of came and went. They didn't give me too much grief, and I did make my money. Like that collection sold out.
Nice.
I don't think they'd be mad at me if like 4 or 5 months I start making Guap hoodies again. Just tweaked it a little bit.
Yeah.
They really ain't tripping like that. It was really like, hey, bro. Okay,
Yeah.
So it is what it is. It is what it is. I moved on now. I'm got a whole different line of things that I'm creating with surprises and collabs that I got planned for that to grow it out and just be creative and make cool stuff.
Yeah, I think that's exactly like you said. You're investing in your brand from the merch, to you got videos, the short film that you dropped, and we know you're about to do more. People probably saw you and was like, man, this guy's a star. He could do it all. He could rap. He could do, so. Yeah. And you're singing on the records, so that's dope. So what would you say is one of your biggest purchases that you've ever made?
My biggest purchases,
or maybe one of the biggest mistakes of a purchase. We've all made some wrong investments.
Every time I buy glasses, it's a mistake. Every time I buy glasses, it's a mistake.
Right.
Every time I buy glasses,
Why?
It's a mistake. I'm going to lose them. I'm going to lose them, but I cannot stop buying glasses because I got to be fly. I got to be fly. I got to.
Well, it's part of the the dress code, right?
Yeah.
You got to have the glasses.
I done lost. Speaking of that, if I want to answer the other question, $3,800 was the most I spent on a pair of glasses that I lost.
Damn.
Yeah,
Bro, you know what you could do with $3,800?
Oh, trust me. Especially back then when I spent it, I didn't need to be spending it.
Yeah, you could fill up
So
your
you
gas
know what
tank
I
one
coulda
time with
did?
$3,800.
What? You could get a large popcorn at the movies for $3,800. Yeah.
Do a top 10 things you could buy with $3,800 in 2022.
Pay your phone bill.
Yep.
On the next installment of Stoop Kid Part 2.
Yeah.
All the investments, right?
Yep, we'll do that.
So personally, man, I mean, are you what are you married? Have a girlfriend? What are you looking? What's going on?
I think I'm about to have a girlfriend. I'm single right now, but I think I'm about to have a girlfriend though. That's what it feel like. I don't know. We'll see. Right. But I think I'm finna have a girlfriend. Yeah.
How do you know?
Well, just wondering. Family maybe in the future. I don't know.
Well, the Filipino family, of course. They be like, yo,
I'm slowing down. I got enough family right now. I'm not out to start no family.
The Filipino side of the family, like my mom used to ask me, when you gonna get married?
Yeah.
When are you gonna have kids? Give me grandkids. Dude, it was like a constant thing every day.
Yeah. It was like that since I was in 6th grade.
Because you were the boy, that's why.
Yeah, no. I was the first boy in my family too. My grandma only had daughters.
Oh, wow.
So I was the first boy. Yeah. So it was everything. I was supposed to be a nurse, rocket scientist, photographer, post office, X-ray technician.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
I worked at the post office. I didn't tell anybody publicly, but I worked at the post office last year.
Yeah. Hey, man.
During the pando.
During the pando. I'm finna start saying that during the pando.
Yeah, pandemic sounds horrible, so I call it the pando. But it was cool. I mean, it sucked. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, you gotta hustle. No gigs.
Big shows, man, coming up. What are you working on?
I'm rapping. I'm working on an album right now, just in the beginning stages of it. But I got a lot rolling out in between. I'm gonna be dropping a lot. I'm gonna be dropping some music in between. Then I don't really want to spoil it. I'm about to be on BET Hip Hop Cypher.
Nice.
You can watch me rap on there, and that's gonna be nuts. I got a show in South Africa, 2 of them with Rockin' Daisies, the festival. One in Cape Town, one in Johannesburg. Then I got another show in the Philippines with 88 Rising in December for their festival, Head in the Clouds, Manila.
Holy smokes. You're going to the Philippines and South Africa.
Yeah.
And you're going to be with BET for the Cypher.
Yes, sir.
It's like the most watched thing, the Cypher. I watch those things every
That's all. I never even watched the awards.
Yeah, it was
I
a Cypher.
watched the Cypher.
Me too.
If my partners is nominated, or I want to, I'm a fan of somebody who knows nominated, I'll probably wait on those.
Who DJs the Cypher now? Is it Head or is it Head? Head does? Oh, man. Yeah, Head's my brother.
Yeah. That's my dog. I was so juiced. He was cheering me on.
Yeah.
And actually, he's the only one who could hear me for real, because he got the direct line into the mic for the artist.
Yeah, Head.
As soon as I was done, he was looking at me like. It was tight.
Yeah.
It was tight.
Oh, sick. Yeah, no, Head. I've known Head for some years. He's a really great friend of mine. Yeah.
He give good advice.
Yeah, no, he's honest.
He used to come here and do shows.
Yeah, he used to do a lot of events with him.
He would do live events with us, and he's just a cool guy to hang out with.
Shout out DJ Head. I love him.
Yeah, he's probably gonna post this on his Instagram. Watch.
I know he will. That's why I had to look handsome.
Yep. So so you're gonna be on BET Awards, Africa, South Africa, and your EP Guap. Tell us about it, man.
Man, my EP,
self-titled.
My EP Guap is really setting the stage.
Mm-hmm.
I shortened my name. Just call me Guap. People still call me Guap Dad 4000. I just prefer Guap right now. That's just the mood I'm in, for real.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to set the stage with the music. You can see I'm rapping a little different on there already. Everything is kind of cohesive vibe, and it's real player.
Mm-hmm.
It's real self-care, self-loving. It's braggadocious, but at the same time, a little bit introspective. And I'm only enhancing all of those categories as the music progresses. This is kind of just like, the table of contents for the chapter that I'm about to write.
So tell me about faith, man. I seen you had a lot of faith in your Stoop Kid.
Yeah.
You grew up around faith.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how is that?
I've always been surrounded by spirituality, for real. I grew up Filipino Catholic home. My mom was part of that, and then joined several Baptist churches and things of that nature. And I was able to kind of go to different and see different practices in all of Christianity and Catholicism. So I kind of been around it. I got Cambodian side of my family and grew up Buddhist.
Oh yeah.
You know, I used to sit down with my auntie Savi in San Jose, and part of her meditations, her mama full on. So my connection with faith has always been present, but at the same time, my intellect has been a burden and gets in the way that when it comes to my super beliefs or what's actually true, I don't know anymore.
Because you're always questioning things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I have a blind level of belief in a higher power. All the praises I give to.
Yeah, I think definitely a seed gets planted when you're surrounded by it, and then even me growing up, I've I know what you're saying, so I'll just keep it pushing. I know what you're saying, but no, I'm a very faith-filled guy, so
Yeah.
Come from my dad's ex-wife was Catholic, so I've been to the Catholic church, and then my dad is Christian, so I've been to the Christian church, and I felt the difference of one was like relationship, one was more like you gotta be strict, you gotta it was strict, and one was like you gotta just have a relationship with Jesus.
And that's why I like to think about it. Just when I think of the word faith, it's just about my relationship with the universe, giving myself up to something, destiny, fate, God, creation. Like it's things that happen that's out of my control. That's how that's really my golden rule for real when it comes to it.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what's true or not in whatever book that people read.
Yeah.
Anything.
So what's next for you, man? What you got on the plate next? I mean, well, you pretty much told us. You told us what you got.
I mean, I can wrap it up though.
But the NBA 2K.
Yeah. Man, I'm just got so much.
Bro, I know.
I forgot about 2K.
You got NBA 2K. Yeah.
On Rap Shit, Issa Rae's new show on HBO Max right now. Shout out to Issa Rae, HBO Max. Watch Rap Shit. I'm on 2 episodes there. I'm on NBA 2K. 2 songs on the game. My own song, Black Iverson. And a song from the Dreamville Revenge of the Dreamers 3 album, Don't Hit Me Right Now, is also on there. And I'm on that hook. Wrote that one.
Wow.
So,
wow.
I'm popping up in a lot of places right now. I just left Fashion Week. I walked in the Tom Bogo show. I sat at a lot of shows.
And you lost a pair of glasses there, didn't you?
You know I did. And crazy part about it is I lost them the first day.
No. Oh, you really did lose them?
The first day. I was so hot. So hot.
Dang. Fashion Week, you had the best pair of shades you got. That was the $3,800 pair, I bet.
Shout out to Marnie. Marnie gave me another pair, though. I still got those.
Dude, there's a movie made about you. Which actor would play you?
Me.
Okay.
Nobody be handsome enough. Maybe Denzel.
Guapo.
Maybe
but Denzel
Denzel.
older, he'll play the older you. He'll play the future you.
They gonna have to just CGI him. That's the only one with the bone structure that could be me.
Yeah, everybody would want Denzel to play them. Denzel's the guy.
Yeah, I love Will Smith. I'm a Will Smith fan. I love him, but I'm just a little bit more handsome than Will.
Dang. So there's a lot of ugly people in Hollywood. If you need, they're all ugly.
No, they beautiful. I'm just beautifuler. That's how it go.
Oh yeah.
You love Will Smith. Did he love what? You love what he did to Chris Rock at the Grammys? I mean, what?
Hey man,
your initial reaction to that.
Sometimes you don't know what's gonna make somebody crack. I don't ever like to justify violence, but I'm not saying nobody was wrong for nothing.
Okay.
I'll stay neutral on it.
Right.
I'll tell you who was wrong. No, I'm just playing.
I'll stay neutral on it because they legends. I fuck with Chris. I fuck with Will. I wish they could have chunked them off stage or something behind the stage, but they way beyond those type of code of ethics. I can only absorb that situation as a young nigga from Oakland.
Yeah.
We fighting behind the curtain, bro. You just spoke on some shit you was not supposed to.
Yeah.
But they not gonna do that. They rich. It's either gonna happen on stage or to the therapist, and it ended up happening on stage.
Right.
Bro, speaking of that, how this is a serious question. How do you stay safe? You're in the hip hop community. You're a hip hop artist. How do you stay safe in hip hop?
My precise locations is off. I don't tell nobody when I go back home. Only my direct little brothers, and they only know certain information. I only post where I'm at in California for real 30 minutes after we leave. Most of the time I won't even post it the same day. I'll just say the stories, put it in the Dropbox, and have somebody from the team upload it in the dump. Yeah. But I don't even be posting my location on the stories no more, because you get so caught up in the moment. It'd be cool. Yeah. Then everybody know not why they robbing people.
B&B Rock's girlfriend had got a lot of heat for posting the location or doing a live video. Do you think that was fair of these people for basically blaming her?
I think you should move a certain way, but we don't know what her relationship for real, how they communicated with this man who is now deceased. Right. Who she got a greater connection with, regardless of how the fuck we perceive the situation. That was his baby mama. So I think regardless of my opinion, whether she was right or wrong, it don't really matter, because he gone now. I think some advice that I would say to anybody who live in California is communicate with your loved ones and make sure that they know not to do certain things that you feel like was wrong in that situation. Like not posting whatever. You heard how I post my stuff. But I can't say whether she was right or wrong. I don't know how they was talking. Right. They could have been there for just 3 minutes. I ain't read no police report. I don't know nothing. But I done been in an instance where it happened and you was just by that spot at the light on the corner at the gas station just real quick. I don't know none of them details, so I can't say just because a motherfucker posted a plate, she was out of pocket. They could have been leaving. Or somebody in the restaurant could have, because when I go places, y'all want to know some real rap stuff. When I go places, I got to look at everybody's eyes, because half the people who notice you ain't going to say nothing, but they saying, oh, such and such is in here. That's how you really get caught. They just go on the gram and confirm it. But it's people word of mouth. It's the restaurant. The chef could have seen him and set him up. We don't know. So all the Instagram detective shit got to stop, because they don't know nothing.
That's real. That's real. I think we got a lot of gems out of that, and that's straight honest. I mean, it's sad that we're in this time, but we're here and keep pushing, man, and we're excited for your career, bro. This is awesome. We're so glad we got to meet you.
Come on, I'm happy to be in Hawaii every time. I ain't complaining.
So might as well move here.
What do you plan on doing while you're here, man? I mean, any things locally? Maybe
man,
surfing.
Man,
perhaps?
We done did so much. We did surfing, parasailing, beach hopping. We were supposed to go to
luau,
belly flopping, all that.
Yeah, I mean, I done seen the fire juggling guys.
ATVs.
I took pictures with him. We doing some ATV off-road stuff today. We went to the Jurassic Park Ranch. Yeah, that was cool, beautiful. Yeah. Went through the pond to the little beach that they got. It was great.
Secret Island.
Yeah.
You guys went to Secret Island?
Yeah.
Took the boat.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was great. It was chill. We went to that's what we did before we went to Lani Kai.
Oh,
then we went there afterwards. Kicked the night off.
His stuff too. When we were coming up, he's like, "Yeah, I want to go Lani Kai." I was like, he knows his beaches.
Dude, that's where we shot Chicken and Dobo at. That's how I learned
Beach
about
rated that beach the #1 beach in the world, several times already.
Wow. I see why. I see
just
why.
Gorgeous out there.
That's the softest sand I ever felt in my life.
Yeah.
It's not even sand. It's just tan powder on the ground.
You want to ask Guap anything else while he's here?
No, that's it, man. I just want to know that if you're loving Hawaii, and would you come back here again? As a place to relax. When you do all your touring and you come back here, make this your stop for relaxing, right? Is this going to be the place or what?
Man, I think this has been my stop for relaxing thus far. I kind of want this to be my stop for performing. I want to touch the people out here and give them something. It's cool to come to the island and take away like a regular tourist. I could do that anytime, but I'm trying to give. I'm trying to present some music and make a vibe and have a good time out here, because the music out here is so great. The people so great. Everybody's so damn nice.
You're not used to it. You're like,
it's good. It's just good. So I of course would love to come back to Paradise and relax, but I also would like to come here and work for the people that been working for me.
Yeah, we got to get a show with Guap. Definitely for sure. In Hawaii.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you got to hit Maui too.
Yeah, we got to
go.
go to Maui. I ain't been to Maui yet. I want to see.
Yeah, it's cool over there. So
I always eat Maui onion chips. Where them onions at, P? Where the onions at, P?
Where the Maui onions, yep. Grandma, yep. I
Bro,
feel it.
it's such a pleasure to have you here, Guap, and hope you return and do a huge show here in Hawaii.
Come on, thank you.
Preferably the Aloha Stadium, man.
I would love to. Let's do the Aloha
when they
Stadium
rebuild
one
it.
day.
Yeah. 50,000 seater. That would be nice.
Well, appreciate you, Guap, man. It's 93.9 The Beats with our special guest in the studio, Guap.
Baby.
Ooh, yeah. Woo-hoo.